And welcome back to I believe we're on part 7 or 8. Which one are we on? I know we're on a part. I can't remember. We're on part 7. Part 7 of What If Mikoto Adopted Naruto. Part 7. Last time on Naruto What If, we left on a cliffhanger because I'm a dick. Zabuza and Kakashi Zabuza, Kakashi, Haku, Sasuke, and Naruto were all fighting it out. Difference is the combination of Sasuke and Naruto's intense wind-fire combination completely evaporated the mirrors and put Haku in a corner, something Haku is not used to being in. Zabuza, like in the original series, at this point has been cornered or has been not brought down, has been rendered immobile by Kakashi's dogs. And then Kakashi goes, the mist is clear, finally beginning to clear. You know what I see? Your death. And meanwhile, Haku's just trying to. It's like I must get to Zabuza. It's like, and Naruto and Sasuke is like, you're not going anywhere. And Haku's just doing this best he can. Like, please let me go to him. I concede, you've won. I do believe Haku would, to save Zabuza, Haku would throw this fight. Let me protect the man I care about. I'm not saying that in a romantic way. I'm just saying that Haku cares about, looks at Zabuza basically like a dad. It's like, what do you mean? And he briefly explains, the relationship between the two of them, and what happens. Like, wait, and then Naruto finally is kind of putting the piece together. Naruto's not dense like he is in the original, because, the voice and everything. Take off your mask. And Haku kind of just slowly takes off, and he's like, it's you, the boy from before. And again, it's like, I was happy. And it's like, I'm no longer useful to Zabuza except to protect him. Now, please let me protect him. It's like, please let me go. And to which Sasuke is like, no, we're not going to let you go, Sasuke. Naruto's just kind of standing there for a little bit, just kind of thinking on it. And Naruto just kind of listen. I can understand that he's precious to you, that he gave you meaning. But just because you lose doesn't mean his meaning, or the meaning he gave you, disappears. Naruto basically just trying to talk a suicidal person out of it. Meanwhile, Kakashi's getting ready for the lightning blade. They can sense it. It's like, Zabuza. And Naruto's like, he's about to leave, but he finds himself trapped in a window. And he sees Naruto there, and Naruto's got a bit of a sad look on his face. Just, I can't let you go, Haku. It's like, let me out of here, Naruto. Let me out of here. Naruto, Haku probably knew some wind jutsu. He almost certainly knew water jutsu. But obviously, ice is a combination of wind and water. So we know he had access to that chakra element. But whether or not he actually knew wind jutsu, who knows? But let's for a moment say he maybe at least tries to use the wind and get out of there with his own wind jutsu. Unfortunately, he can't. As Kakashi's about to, as Kakashi comes and is about to stab Zabuza through the chest, he does sense something off, and he stops, and he stops right short of Zabuza. Zabuza gets like a little bit of I was like, what? You just like toying with me, Kakashi? Do it! It's like, and then Kakashi just kind of shuts off lightning. But it's like, seems we're not the only ones on this bridge, Zabuza. And then he looks up, and like. Then you just see a cloud, and he's like, well. I heard you were good, Kakashi, Take. Kakashi of the Sharingan, right? I heard you were good, but I must say, the fact that you knew we were here, and you're here, even though you were so hell-bent on taking out Zabuza, I gotta admit, it takes a lot to impress me, but that is impressive. And there's that slimy SOB Gato just standing there with his entire entire group of men. It's like, and Naruto then releases the wind jutsu, and the dogs disappear. Basically, everyone's released. Like, well, so Gato, what are you doing here? Sorry, you're too expensive and you take too long. So I decided to just end our relationship my way. It's like, what? You snake. Snake. I might be a snake, but I know how to do business, Zabuza. I know when it's time to fish or cut bait. Well, Kakashi, since I'm no longer Gato's employment, I have no reason to go after the bridge builder. we no longer have any quarrel with each other. Kakashi's like, yeah, I guess that's true. Now, the big difference here, though, is this is not happening with Haku's life. Haku goes to Zabuza to see he's okay. He's like, yeah, I'm fine, Haku. I got dog bites aside. I can still fight. It's like, good. Naruto and Sasuke meet up. This isn't the same situation where Naruto blows up on Zabuza. Screw that. As far as I'm concerned, he's our enemy number one. Not the same scenario at all. Meanwhile, Sakura's there protecting the bridge builder. They're protecting Tazuna. Excuse me. Ooh. And now Naruto's like, so what do we do now, Kakashi-sensei? You gotta have a jutsu that can take on these guys. Not right now. I've used up too much chakra. It's like, well, what about you, Zabuza? Why should I get involved, kid? And Naruto this is where Naruto gets pissed off. He's like, because you caused, and Naruto actually grabs him. He's like, because you're responsible for this. Isn't just on Gato. This is on you. Where's your honor as a shinobi, huh? You call yourself one of the seven? Where's your honor as a swordsman? You call yourself one of the seven swordsmen of the seven ninja swordsmen of the mist, huh? Where's your honor? You're gonna just stand here and be used like that by him, and not even try to get any revenge? To which Zabuza just was like, watch who you're talking to, kid. You think you know how the world works? Well, you don't. And the world is bleak and harsh. You'll use and get used every single day. So don't talk to me about honor and getting revenge. At the same time, though, it's like he still looks at Gato. That said, you do make one good point. I don't like being used. Haku, we're gonna take them all down. And then Haku's just like, right, Zabuza. And then Kakashi's like, you sure you still have enough stamina for it? And just worry about yourself, Kakashi. And to which Naruto and Sasuke be like, who are also tired at this point. I mean, they've both been, using some high rank jutsu. Naruto has plenty of chakra, but he can only do so much. Still, they both they still got some. And then Naruto makes some shadow clones. It's like, and to be fair, remember the numbers are still at their maximum before Zabuza went on his freaking killing spree and just gutted half of them. So they got more the number side on him. Naruto makes about 5 clones. Sasuke makes 2 clones, and basically say, "Oh, you ready to do this? You better, if you want to earn that title of ninja, Brett, let me see you earn it." And then Naruto's just like, screw you. You better just show me why you're considered the demon of the hidden mist. And Zabuza's like, for what it's worth, you're not so bad, kid. And just charges like, ah! And again, Zabuza has use of both his arms and his freaking butcher's blade. I think it's called the butcher's blade. He is just wrecking fools. It's basically Guts and Berserk, basically. He's just slicing multiple men at once. Haku's just taking him down. Sasuke's using a few fire jutsu. In hand-to-hand combat. Naruto's blasting away with ninjutsu. Even Kakashi is able to, Sakura, stay with Tazuna. And he comes in and starts putting blades and skulls and stuff like that. Fortunately, Zabuza is taking out far more this time around, and they got their number side quickly changes, where they don't have that, where the hired men are losing a lot and pretty fast. All the while, Gato's like, I gotta get out of here. And he tries to, like, oh, damn it, my leg. And he sees a sunbone stuck, and he's like, you're not going anywhere, you filthy scum. It's like, you brat. You think you could just, do you know you're, and his arm goes numb. It's like, please, no, I'll give you anything you want. I'll give you want your money, power, anything. It's like, you really are scum, Gato. Zabuza comes out of there. He's covered in blood. None of it is own except for the dog bites. It's like, you really are just scum, Zabuza. Gato. You probably were never intending to pay us to begin with, were you? Please, I promise I'll pay you. And basically, Zabuza's like, I could just take my revenge out on you and stuff. And all of a sudden, the villagers had showed up and they see the massacre. And Zabuza's like, before you step on our village, we're gonna, oh God, oh dear. It's like the villagers like, nah. It seems there's some, and Zabuza senses the villagers, and it just gets a very evil smile on his face. Don't worry, Gato, I'm not gonna kill you. You're not gonna kill me? No. In fact, because that'd be too quick, and the way I do it, too painless. No. And then all of a sudden he just grabs him and is like, I have something much better than mine. And just throws him. And Zabuza, he's a ninja, and Gato was a small dude. He hurls him like a discus, just and then just it's like, and then Zabuza actually comes and is like, there he is, the man responsible for all your pain and suffering. I think you owe them an apology, Gato. In fact, I think what you should do, and then he basically says, is basically pay for them, help the economy out. Basically give up your bank. Basically makes him give up his bank numbers, his account numbers. Gets to make sure he gets paid first though, and actually gives the rest of the villagers, like, because he had no problem with the villagers. He was just doing a job. And ultimately, he's like, Gato's slime. I used him for a long time, but honestly, nah, ain't worth it. Give it back to the villagers. They deserve it more than I do. I mean, I'm taking my cut, but they still deserve it. And again, Gato basically just gives up. He's like, will you let me live? Because he's a slimy business. He'll make money back again. So you're gonna let me go? No. It's like, that's up to you. What do you people think? And they all just look at him bloody murder. They don't say anything. It's like, then Zabuza again gets that evil, sick grin. It's like, well, don't worry. I speak killing intent. And so I know exactly what they want. He just holds the blade on. And it's like, you kids might want to turn away from this. And Inari turns away, because even as tough as he got, no, he doesn't want to see that. And I described what Zabuza did, but it was so horrifying. Let's say Vlad the Impaler would have been proud. No, he wouldn't have gone that far. He probably just would have taken his head off. So basically, just everyone's now just finally just it's like, it's over, yeah, woo! And basically now there's a big party, and especially since Gato helped finance the town again. It's amazing what a bridge did for their actual economy. Like, bring trade here. Yeah, but you guys are dirt poor. What are you going to trade? I digress. Meanwhile, and Zabuza, now that things are leveled out with Zabuza and Haku, they're able to kind of interact. Zabuza's actually treated as a bit of a hero in the village, which is weird for Zabuza. It's like, It's like, yeah, this is kind of weird. And Haku is just, and Haku getting along with Naruto and Sakura. Sakura, who's actually looking at Haku like, whoa, he's prettier than me. It would be weird if Sakura had gained a crush on Haku. That would have been weird, but no. I think Haku's a little too androgynous for her. Still, they're bonding on Haku and Zabuza and Kakashi even get into a drinking contest at one point. I think that'd be pretty fun. Kakashi's realizes he's B. He's like, oh, you win, Zabuza. I've been beating you on the battlefield, but I can beat you here. And Kakashi, and they kind of have a laugh. I mean, yes, Zabuza's still a wanted missing nin, but doesn't mean he's actually a bad. When you really break it down, Zabuza did a lot of bad things, but did that make him a bad person? I don't think so. Honestly, he tried to commit a coup against the third Mizukage, who was under the control of Obito at that point. I mean, yeah. So, yeah, and then you get after a few days where everyone's finally recovered and said their goodbyes. Now Zabuza basically is like, well, I guess we better get going. Wait, you're leaving? Yeah, we're leaving. Can't really. I can't stay put for too long. Where I'm a missing nin after all, kid. And it's like, well, and Kakashi's like, he's right, Naruto. Even if he stayed here, he's putting the village in a massive amount of danger. Yeah, but I mean, aren't you guys tired of running? Of course we're tired of running, but we have boundaries on our head. Even if we stayed here, we'd just be putting these people in danger, and they'd be getting in the way. They'd be getting away even if we tried to protect ourselves. It's like, well, that being said, Haku. Haku. I'm trying to get the Zabuza voice just right, because my Gato voice is a bit more like this, Zabuza. Whereas Zabuza was a very gruff, deep, almost guttural voice he had. Haku, I'm trying to figure out the actual phrasing of the sentence. I won't stop you. I want you to travel with me, but I want you to consider heading with them, taking Haku, going with them. It's like, what? You've never been ranked as a ninja. Your clan is all. You're pretty much the last of your clan. You could do well in Konoha. I want more. I want more for you than just what we have on the run. It's like, but Zabuza, what about my purpose? What about you needing me as a tool? And Zabuza actually laughs and say, "It's true, Brad. It's true, kid. I do need you as a tool, but I also need you to grow strong and actually have a life. Besides, you have some kids that can be tools too." It's like, honestly, Zabuza actually has a heart-to-heart moment. It's like a heart-to-heart moment with Haku, just looking at it, like, I never truly thought of you as a tool. I may have started at first, but yeah, I grew to look at you as more than that. I grew to look at you as my son. And Haku just starts to tear up. It's like, no, I do, but this is so different. It's like, I don't want to go. It's like, well, then don't go. It's like, what? It's like, why don't you? I mean, you say you'd be drawing missing nin here, but I mean, what if you made a deal with Konoha or take over the village? Like, no, Kakashi's just like, Naruto, what are you thinking? What exactly are you talking about? Well, think about it. I mean, Zabuza is a missing nin. But if he gets some protection for the old man, he could be a valuable asset to the village, and then he can come back and maybe start his own village or something. And Zabuza just looking at it, like, what are you getting at, kid? We got a lot of Earth chakra users. You could make some wall and turn this into a ninja village if you really try. And by the way, I've done this idea once before. I don't do it that often, even when Zabuza does live, because sometimes I'll just bring him back to the village. It all depends on the circumstance. In this version, I think I like going with the village hidden. The village of hidden in the waves as a village. I like that idea a little bit better. And Zabuza actually contemplates, like, so what? And Kakashi's like, ugh, Naruto might be asking a little bit much, but he's or might be insinuating a bit much, but he's not entirely wrong. You could do a lot of good for this place, Zabuza. You'd stop running and actually make that dream a reality. To which, Zabuza really does think about it for a little bit. It's like, it's not a bad idea, but how would we go about it? Well, you will have to first come to the village, and you do a village. There will be a grace period, but after a while you can return. They'll basically hash out the details. The details that the Hokage will give essentially will be Zabuza will be there, give the information he has as an exchange. Then they will basically send a couple, ninja, basically like almost like exchange students, if you will, to join to start up the village hidden in the waves, using some Earth style users, create basically a border wall that'll help encase the village, and they basically he'll have the official instatement and blessing of the Hokage to become the Mizu's water wave. Japanese. Give me 1 second. I know this, and it's bugging me. Land of waves. Of waves. 1 second, because I know Nami. That's it, Nami. I believe. No, wait. No. Nami is. 1 second. Land of Fire is it Nami or Kuni? I want to say no. It's Nami. Okay, so it would be the village hidden in the waves, or Nami, because it's Konoha. I just realized, what is the name of the other lands? Sugaru, I believe. Gakuri. Otakuri, and oh god, Land of Lightning. I can't remember. Land of Lightning. Land of Lightning was their village was called. What was it called? Oh my god, what was it called? Oh, Kumogori. So this would be Namigori. Okay, sorry about that. And he would be the Namikaze. So, and Zabuza agrees. So they go, do their thing. Sakura surprisingly is not asking Sasuke for a date. He's actually surprised by that. And Sakura's kind of now slowly on her way to trying to improve. Beyond just better chakra control and all that, she needs more under her belt, and she knows she needs to get stronger. So they basically reach the gate, and the two Eternal Chunin are just like, "What? That's Zabuza emoji. What's going on here?" I sent a message to the Hokage before I were being expected. Anbu show up. They go to the Hokage's office. They explain the scenario. As I said, the Hokage makes a deal. They are paid for the A rank mission because that's what it became. Unfortunately, thanks to Gato's generous contribution, that's not an issue. And basically, everyone just goes home and does their own thing. However, Sakura actually makes a stop off at the library because she realized I can't. I'm way behind Naruto and Sasuke. I cannot keep slowing them out. I didn't even do anything in the last mission. I need to do more. So she stops off at the library. What's she doing at the library? We'll find out in the next chapter. But last but not least, Naruto and Sasuke come home and they tell their mom the entire story. And their mom is both, it's like, I'm proud. I was like, oh god, it's like, my baby's like, oh, mom, we're okay. It's like, yes, but you're okay. Yes, I'm a Jonin, so I know our ninja life is dangerous. And yes, you are easily at low tuning level in terms of your strength. So I know you're capable, but I'm your damn mother, and I'll worry about you the way I see fit. It's like, I love you too, Mom. So that is where we're leaving part 7. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll review it at some point. Ideas for who would win, Star Wars, Superhero Magic, what if anything to do with the channel. Put that in the comments below. Let me know. I'll get to that at some point. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Tomorrow is the week of who would wins. So that's where we're starting off tomorrow. Later, folks.